This hair right here is not woolly.
No.
Woolly is like a sheep.
That's a
right.
Woolly is a European.
There you go. Right. Yeah. But woolly is like a sheep. Right. Right. Y'all understand that, right? Y'all done read that, right? These are sheep, like black. Pull it up for me real quick, huh? So we can get it right. Let me get the first verse and then we'll drop it down.
Revelations chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
So this is the revelation. If you know revelation, it's called the reveal. You're revealing what Jesus Christ looked like. All right. So John is going to give us what he looked like. Drop down to 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it's white like wool. So it's giving you a color and a texture. White like wool. So if you look at a sheep, right? A sheep is white and woolly, right? That's woolly and he's white. You got black sheep, right? And then you got white sheep. So it's white and woolly, right? This ain't white and woolly. This is brown, long.
No, that's definitely European.
Right. This is the picture that we see every day. You go to Walmart, right? They even got candles with them.
Anybody that thinks about it knows from that part of the world that
then who gave us this? Because this is everywhere.
Christianity really, although it started in the East, it grew up in Europe. So the Europeans fashioned it. They want to live like that.
Right. So it's a lot.
Everybody just thinks about it.
So basically, what you're saying is Christianity is a lie.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, if you start off with this is the guy that we're supposed to be following, which is Jesus Christ, correct?
Sure.
So if you're following the wrong man, it's got to be wrong. It's got to be a lie.
Right, man.
Well, we about to show you. Keep going, huh?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is strike one. Go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So his eyes was a flame of fire. I don't know what your Jesus is like in your church, but this is like brown eyes.
Yeah.
Right? So the real Jesus Christ has red eyes, has a flame of fire. Go ahead.
And his feet were like...
His feet, top of your feet, looks like the same color as the rest of your body, correct?
I think I know where you're going.
Do you understand?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
And his feet.
How much time do we have?
No, this is about 2 seconds right here. Y'all gonna make the movie.
We're going to a movie.
Yeah, y'all gonna make that movie, I promise you. Ain't nothing but credits right now,
And his feet like in the fine brass.
Fine brass. What color is brass?
Gold.
Goldish, right? Yeah. Keep going.
As if they burned in the furnace.
So if you take that gold and you put it, or you take that brass and you put it in the furnace, what color is it going to be?
Tarnish.
You know what a furnace is, right? Yeah. It turns everything dark. You put anything in there, it's going to turn dark, very dark. All right. Yeah, like you take that brass here, you put that fine brass in that furnace, it's going to turn dark.
for the class? All right.
There you go.
Are we good to go now? All right, no sweat. So, okay, we back at it. All right, sorry for the inconvenience. All right, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out on 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We're under command of Junior YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American the truth of the Bible. All right, my name is Nakar, Officer 1000, stationed here in Philadelphia. We're going live from Philly, I.S.U.P.K Philadelphia, and I.S.U.P.K Trenton, New Jersey. Okay, if you have any questions, comment below. We don't care about what question you have about. You can be against us, you can be for us, whatever. You can comment below your questions and your concerns, any comments. All right, you're in class. All you got to do is put your name and the city that you come from, all right, as attendance. I know a lot of us, we have a lot of, life is life, all right? So I understand everybody can't come to class, but you also want to, if you're watching online, just make sure you check in, all right? So y'all already see the title, all right? Look around you. All right, Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we have to stop being so asleep. It's high times. Give me that in Romans. You know where that's at? Let's get that. All right. This Bible that we're reading out of tonight gives us the solutions to our problems. It gives us clear indication how to move, how to operate, how to think, how to love, who to love, and also who to watch out for, okay? We're going to the book of Romans. You can read it when you have it.
This is the
You can read the book of Romans. You got it? If you need help, I got you.
No, I was saying, you want me to read with this?
Yeah, you can speak into the microphone if you could.
All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And then, knowing the time, that now it is high time.
It is what?
High time.
Read it from the top again.
This is the book of Romans,
Right.
chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time.
That is knowing the time. We, as Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we must know the time that we in right now. The time that we in right now is the end of days. We are in the end of days. World War III is about to happen. Joe Biden gave Ukraine long range missiles, and Ukraine shot that missile into Russia. All right, American-made weapon shot into Russia. Now Russia is looking like, okay, this is how you want to play, and again, Joe Biden is making sure that this war happens. More importantly, the Lord is making sure that this war happens. We as Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans need to know that World War III is our salvation. Even Donald Trump recently was on the news, and he said that the prophets prophesied that World War III is the end of times, and that the war, the last war is supposed to be fought in the Middle East. We've been teaching that since 1969, but we was told that we was crazy. We was told that we was a hate group. People threw rocks at us. People spit on us. People try to attack us, all for telling the truth. So now we're in 2024. You must understand the time. Read it again.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And then, knowing the time,
right,
that now it is high time.
That is what?
High time.
It's high time. It's high time. High times right now. To be aware, knowing what's going on around you. Knowing we don't have time to, behave like heathens. We don't have time to get high. We don't have time to abuse one another. We don't have time to be getting locked up for our ignorance. It's high times to not believe in these other gods. It's high time for us to believe in the Most High. Keep going.
High time to wake out of sleep, for now it is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Verse 12.
It said, our salvation is what?
Nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than what we believe. We think that we're going to get salvation, you know, by going to these other religions and trusting these politicians. You know, we believe that we're going to get salvation in other ways. But our salvation is way nearer. Even to the believer, our salvation is near. We just suffer so much in this world. Racism, having to grow up in a world where you can't even trust your own people because they destroyed. Moms and grandpops and dads have to work until they like 80 years old. That's not life, man. We suffering here. Our Mexican brothers and sisters is about to get deported. Children being ripped away from their mothers and fathers. People that come here to get an honest living, they about to all be deported. They are the nation that's not desired. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. We hate one another when we're supposed to love one another. That's what the Most High said to do. And I'm not talking about loving the whole world. He said, love your brother and love your sister. Read it again. Read Zephaniah 2:1, Bubba Shaw.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zephaniah.
This is Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
What?
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. This is God talking to us. God is talking to the Black, Hispanic, Native American man and woman, telling us to come together, telling us that we have to love one another. We have to work together. When you look inside the Black community, you don't see that. You don't see that. You see hatred. We look at one another and we hate one another. We would literally go to the family court and put each other on child support to try to take the baby away from the other parent out of spite. We'll go load up a magazine and go hunt down our own. But this is what God said to do. Read it again.
God. Gather yourselves. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
O nation not desired. We hate the Blacks hate the Hispanics and we all hate each other in so many ways. It's ridiculous. It saddens me to hear Black people talk about deporting Mexicans and Hispanics. We are dead wrong. Blacks is dead wrong for ever saying that out their mouth. And it shows that we don't know history. Mexicans helped us gain freedom. When we was deep down south, we had to flee into Mexican territory, and Mexicans will help us. This is in the history books. But because we believe that getting high and hating one another and chasing, having sex with everybody, we don't have time to go into history. How the hell are you going to teach your child about their history if you don't know about your history? I guess they got to let the teachers teach them about history. I send you to school to go get an education, don't I? They should be also getting an education at home. But the only education they get at home is to be a slave, right. Just like the parent. We have to change that narrative. And one way we can start changing that, one major step is knowing that we can't hate one another. Trust me, before I came into school, I would hold grudges for years. I was horrible. I'll see you and I'll be ready to do something to you. And you'll be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because you sat up there and tried to play me when we, you know what I mean, at the gathering. They're like, what? I don't even remember that. I would still hold on to that. Now, because I understand about loving our people, understanding that, okay, if I want to be forgiven by the Most High, how come I can't forgive someone that offended me? How is that? I'm so great, and they're what? They not great too? I should forgive them. I should forgive them and not harbor those feelings towards a brother or a sister. And that's something that we can learn in the Black, Hispanic, Native American community. These young guys out here, if these kids was taught how to love their brother, love their sister, learn how to forgive, you know what? A peace treaty wouldn't sound like they was being cowards. It's more hardcore for brothers to look at one another and say, you know what? This war is not benefiting us at no way possible. All it's going to do is end up is us in jail or 6 feet under. Let's go ahead and make it a truce. But because we allow these pastors and we allow these imams and these so-called spiritual leaders to lead us, then yeah, you know, you get what you get. You know, when we believe whatever we want to believe in, lean on our own understanding, you get what you get in our community. But when we pick up this Bible and do what it says right here in the book of Zephaniah, read it one more time.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, and not desire.
Listen, it says it clear as day. Come together. Love one another. Give me Romans 12:2.
Right.
The Most High wants us to love one another. He wants us to work together. There shouldn't be no separation. It shouldn't be you over there and I'm over here and you doing your own thing and I'm doing my own thing. No, we should be coming together. Because when we come together, that's when real change happens. We building the nation of Israel back right now here in I.S.U.P.K. We don't have to wait until Christ come back to build the nation up. Because we doing it now. Go ahead.
God, so what you're saying is so heavy because if you look at our history, even when we was in slavery, even when we got out of slavery, it took, even though we did it wrong, we didn't follow we didn't follow the laws that the Most High gave us. Mm-hmm. When we came together, look at us today. We're like this today because of, you'll say, because we stuck together. We came up with all these different groups to try to get us out of all these oppression and things like that. Right. Like the Black Panthers, they came up, they did their thing, they try to stand on business for our people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And stuff like that, when you stand up, when we come together, we can make change. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? We have to make but the thing is, we have to make change. We have to make change from, we have to make change how the Most High is instructing us to make change. And that's like the scripture, Zephaniah 2:1 says, is to gather ourselves together. Right. You know, it's like,
yeah, let's give a hand for that, you know? And what you're saying is true. Like, that's true. You want to do it the way how the Most High said to do it. And it's just like that. You know, people try to do it their own way. The Most High never told you to go against the grain. He said what he said, come together. Rebuild the nation of Israel. We should be working so hard. It's damn near Christ don't really got to do too much when he's like, well, shoot, y'all already beat me to it. Right. Why? Because that's how much love we got to have for one another. Brotherhood, loving one another. Sisterhood, loving one another. being able to be in unity. I just I downloaded this app, right? Y'all can go check it out on your own, do your research on it. Now, you got these banks out here that's white owned that, I mean, it took so many people money, right? You know what I'm about to go do? I went on the internet and I seen this bank. It's a black owned bank called Greenwood. They got an app and all that. Y'all can go look it up, do your research. It's called Greenwood and it's black owned. Okay? From what I'm hearing, it's black owned. Go do your research. I'm still gonna do mine. But shoot, I don't mind putting a couple dollars up in there. You know what I mean? Because again, that's our people. If I can go to a white bank and trust them to put thousands of dollars in an account, you know what I mean? Like you putting you putting money in it, that damn thing in the thing. You know what I mean? Why not put some money inside of a black bank? You know what I mean? And my main thing is that's what we need. We need more black banks. We need more of, you know, the more prestige blacks, blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, you know, entrepreneurs to step up to the plate and start taking more leadership when it comes to the economic side of it. You know, the black community need to understand that the I.S.U.P.K is the only place that you need to learn anything spiritual. Because you go to the Christian church ain't going to teach you a damn thing. You go to the Muslim mosque ain't going to teach you a damn thing. You go try to join one of these wannabe spiritualities, they ain't going to teach you anything. Because what we need is soldiers. We need men to be soldiers again. We need sisters to be help again. We need that we need those nurturing sisters again. I don't need no sister that's shaking her ass all on in the club and on the internet. We don't need sisters that want to be masculine and want to be free and want abortions. No, we need sisters that is going to stand for something. Like how it is here in I.S.U.P.K. The women here in I.S.U.P.K, I speak so highly of them because, like all of us, we all go through things, Nathan. Right. But these sisters are so hardcore. They go through what they go through. They go to work. They have the kids. You know what I mean? They have a relationship. Shoot, they know that they can't leave that man. Yeah, they have a relationship problem and all that. And guess what? Those sisters stay true to the cause. That's what we need back in our community. You got to look around. Look at the black household. The black household is garbage. The black Hispanic Native American household is garbage. We hate one another in that house. Ain't no love in there. The children don't even know what it feels like to grow up with their own mom and dad. I'm talking about literally, I ain't talking about stepdaddy or stepmommy. I'm talking about mom, dad that made everybody nothing. Right. Everybody looked damn identical. I look like dad when he was at this age. I look like dad I look like mom when she was at, you get what I'm saying? Right. We don't got that. We see it as normal to give up. We see it as normal to be drug addicts and be so full of rage. The Lord said, man, don't be a person that is so quick to be at anger. Have patience. Be vigilant. Be humble. Be understanding. Utilize wisdom. That's not what we're seen as today. We're seen as a people that's hateful. We're seen as a people that have a low IQ. Again, the I.S.U.P.K, we keep telling everybody this. That presidential election, that whole race exposed how low black people have became. At one point in time, think about it back in the day when Martin Luther King was rocking and rolling the civil rights movement. I understand that we ain't had this truth. We was far from it, nothing. But one thing I can tell you, we wasn't settling for somebody shaking their ass on stage. Right. That's one thing I'll tell you. We had enough integrity to say, okay, what the hell is this heifer up there doing? We listen, back in the day, I got you one point. I just want to make this point. Remember back in the day, they used to say R&B music was the devil music. Remember that? That's how much we had some integrity back in the day. Now, because of integration and how this whole system worked a charm on us, now it's like, you know, it's like a woman literally going outside with her nipples showing is not wrong. All right, go ahead, Nathan.
God, I'm saying it's so heavy because I mean our community was strong when shaming was popular.
What say it one more time?
Our community was strong when shaming was popular.
Yo, it's enough. Let's get at it. Boy, I was about to curse. That, bro, what you saying is so right. Like, we have to shame. There should be no whore, the daughter of Israel.
God.
Like, everybody talking all this, don't judge. Dude, if a nigga don't take care of his kid, I'm gonna say he a crumb bum. He's a crumb bum. You know what I mean? When the dude don't take care of his kid, it's not a problem with him when we say, oh, he a deadbeat. He, you know what I mean? He a coward. I'll never hear nobody say, no, don't judge him. Thou shalt not judge, but no, when I say she shove a bunch of glizzies up her jalupler, that's not a problem. It's no problem. This is the problem. You're stupid. And you don't understand anything in life. You tell me I cannot judge. I guess I should not judge that this man looks like a creep in my kid's school and that he might want to touch my kids. I should not judge him. I should not be wary of him. Okay? I guess we should just let pedophiles be around children because we can't judge them. The judge is wrong for judging them. Come on. I thought God only can judge. A woman, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If God is the only one that can judge, then when a man goes upside your head, that man goes upside your head, don't call the cops because later he will be judged. And only God can judge him. You see my point, Nathan?
Okay.
Come on. It doesn't make sense. Why? Because you learned that from the Christian church. We shall shame things that are evil. You should shame it. If a little boy, you understand, wants to go out and commit crimes, you should shame that behavior. You should tell them, you want to be a loser? You want to be in jail and be a loser. You want to go to jail and you want to lose your life. You want to be up in there with a bunch of other men that are losers. Now, again, I'm not saying that every man in prison is a loser, but you're choosing a path of someone that is going to lose privileges, lose their life, their livelihood. You should shame a woman that wants to be a whore. If it gets to the point, you're like, hold on now. Shorty, you be popping that thing around here. Everybody know what you look like, and we ain't even see you naked. We gotta shame that behavior. We should teach our daughters not to be like that, like Rihanna. We should teach our daughters not to be like Meg Thee Stallion and Sexy Red. We should teach our daughters not to be like Lil' Kim. Y'all, have y'all seen DJ Envy? He didn't shame a whore. He bigged up a whore. He thought that it was fine for his daughter to dress up like Lil' Kim and shoot a crush on you video wearing skimpy ass clothes. When I seen that video, I had to turn it off. And till this day, if I see DJ Envy, I will call him out his name. I can't say it on camera. I can't. This is a friendly show. All right. But I will call him out his name. I'm just saying, I'm gonna call him a bitch. Because as a father, you should never want to ever have your daughter in that type of situation. He's literally handing his daughter over into whoredom. Read that scripture right there, brother.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughter of Israel.
Read that one more time.
Okay. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of son of Israel. Verse 18.
Listen, let me tell you something. Teach your daughters how to have character. Teach your daughter how to respect herself. Teach your daughter to understand that her privacy is her privacy. Okay? When my daughter, when she, she still need help putting on her clothes and stuff like that when she in the tub, she's still getting it. I can't leave my baby girl hanging. I'm like this. I'm letting her know, hey, I don't want to see you. I just want to make sure you're good. I'm making sure that my daughter has security, that she knows that nobody is supposed to see her naked. Now, if you're a man or a woman that glorifies whoredom, how do you expect your child to move? Your child is going to believe that, hey, there's nothing wrong with people seeing my body. Oh, you know what? My body, my choice. Your daughter is going to catch herpes and HIV. Your daughter is going to be videos of your daughter in school getting passed around of her doing inappropriate things. And it's going to be your fault. You're going to whip her behind, but it's your fault. Because you didn't teach your child not to be like a whore. You didn't shame the behavior. You didn't show them how not to be that way by your own actions. You ever heard when parents say, "Oh, don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't sell drugs like daddy. Don't beat on a woman. Don't be like daddy." What usually happens, Nathan? They're going to sell drugs just like daddy. They're going to beat the living hell out of a woman like a coward, just like his daddy. He's going to get high. You ever see that? Oh, I don't want you to ever smoke. Don't never get high. Brother, I used to smell the weed coming through the damn vents. But I was told, don't get high. Now, I love my parents. And I understand that right is right and wrong is wrong. It's a lot of things I did wrong. Because I was also a bad influence. You get what I'm saying? I was a bad influence. But once I realized what the Most High is saying, now I got to bring it out. I got to shame the behavior. So now you got to look at, if you get high, how you expect to tell your child, don't be like me, be better than me. You're not showing them how to be better. Because you getting high, you just give up. They're like, well, shoot, I don't see nothing wrong with it. My dad gets high. My moms get high. And if you got multiple children, if one kid gets high, what do you think the other kids are going to want to do? They see the older child getting high and the thing. We got to look around. Look at what's going on. Nathan, you brought up an excellent point. We must shame all evilness. We got to shame child support. We must shame abandonment when it comes to parenting. We must shame putting a woman away if she didn't cheat on you. Oh, well, she just crazy. She this and that. Nigga, nobody told you to lay down with that woman. God says sex is marriage. You better not put her away. If you do, the Lord is going to punish you. That's all in the Bible. Give me Genesis, the 24th chapter and 67th verse. Talk about sex being marriage. But before we get to that, in this chapter, it's in this verse that we was reading, huh?
No, it's like you want to make it what?
Genesis 24, I believe it's 24 and 67.
Okay.
Where it talks about the marriage. You know, brothers be talking about, oh man, you know, this sister, man, I can't deal with it. Nigga, nobody told you to deal with her. This is the price you gotta pay. You sisters out there, oh, I can't deal with this brother. Sis, this is why you should listen to what God's saying in His Bible. Because now you done had sex with this man. I'm not going to tell you to leave him. I'm going to tell you to stay with him, get counseling, you know, do the right thing. But we must shame everything that is wicked so that we can start making good decisions, so that we can see a change in our community. You got it?
Cut.
I still need you here with me.
No, I was gonna try to real quick.
Oh, for the computer?
Come on.
All right, read what you got real quick, and then you can grab it.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Isaac, this is Isaac about to marry a woman. Now, he didn't give no ring. She like, hey, she ain't never get a ring. She ain't get no ring. He ain't get down on bended knee. All that marriage that you see today, you can go grab it real quick. You can go grab it. You can go grab it.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
I see something.
All right, yeah, you go. You know what I mean? So, and this is in the Genesis. Nowhere in the Bible where you will see what God say, you know, go get a ring. Go dig for some type of ruby, some type of diamond, you know what I mean? Try to get some gold and go get her the most biggest rock that you can find and put it on her finger. Get on one knee, and that's going to be the engagement ring. And then after that, your guys are going to have a wedding, and then y'all going to have a honeymoon, and then later you can divorce that man because you're unhappy. None of that is in the Bible at all. It ain't in the Bible. What we're about to read is how a real marriage begins. Read.
Comment from the top of where I was at. Top.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67.
Right.
And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Go ahead.
And took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
He what?
She became his wife.
It said he did what?
Took her into his mother.
He took her. They laid down. Isaac brought Rebekah into his mother's tent. That was something that meant a lot to him. And he wanted Rebekah to be his. And that's what he did. He laid down with her, and it said she became what?
She became and she became his wife.
She became his wife. Go ahead.
And he loved her.
He what?
Loved her.
He loved her. He didn't have sex with this woman and didn't have no emotions towards her. Since when you sit up there and you know, give a woman something that is of your mother that passed away if you don't care about her? That's not what usually happens. Why? Because you're only going to do that if you care and love that person. So why would we go to church and they read out the same Bible that we reading out of, and they tell you the way that you must marry is this way and that way only? That, you know, no sex before marriage. Nigga, sex is marriage. When you lay down, when you lay that rod down on that woman, give her a rod of correction, that is your woman. It don't matter if that was you was just casually, you know, night. You know how it is in the thing. Tell them how you did the last weekend. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, girl? Hey, you want to come back to my place? Oh, you want me to come back to your place? Don't sweat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. You know, brother, you know, it wasn't, I was just in the moment. I had drinks in me. We smoked a couple blunts, man. But that ain't my wife. Negro, you done laid down with that woman. And this the other part too about it, Nathan. Like, why? Like, and this is logical. Look around. Look around you. It's so many diseases and viruses out here, and you just having sex. You don't even know this, bro. Nathan, they don't even know. They don't know nothing about this, bro. She give you niggas don't be asking for no damn paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Nathan.
But you're saying so heavy because I was watching this 1v1 and the shorty was like, give me a kiss. So
I seen, you know what? Let's not even. Listen, I was ready to punch the bull for him. Listen, this show, you know, the 20 versus 1, whatever, you know, it's a show that, you know, y'all seen it, Pop the Balloon. So this brother was up there and like literally everybody knew that this was a man posing as a woman, a transgender. The brother didn't know. Now off the back, I didn't even know. But when I read the headline, I was like, oh, tell me they not about to line bull up. It was that crazy. Nathan, am I lying? I was like, damn, this is a true transformer because I wouldn't even knew. Transformer got the dude to kiss her. Or kiss him, right? Then was like, yo, you know, you just kissed a man. And I'm sitting there like, they don't want us to shame them, but they weaponize the shame. And I wanted to jump through that camera and beat the living. I wanted to hurt that brother. I said, what the hell is wrong with you doing that? You understand? Like, I felt offended for the brother. Now, here's the other point. That brother should understood that I don't know this woman.
Right.
It is herpes out here. It's all types of diseases. Why the hell I'm about to kiss this transformer? Why would I kiss this thing? I don't even know them. I ain't know them more than I knew them less than 5 hours. No more than 5 hours. Why the hell would I sit up there and do something like that? But when you don't have no discipline, sexually, you don't have no sexual discipline, you grew up in a Christian church, you will kiss anything. You will lay down with anything. Come on, man. Come on. Go ahead, brother.
What made it so disgusting is that tranny was just too comfortable with doing that.
So imagine, now you see that. Now imagine what can happen if it wasn't on camera. Just imagine the other stories that this nigga has that he done backdoor people, other brothers. You get what I'm saying? And what could possibly have happened? Because you sit up there and this brother thinking you a damn woman, you a man. You know what I'm saying? This is why the shame gotta be put upon everything. You get what I'm saying? Because it got to go. That brother could get unalived. You understand? He lucky it wasn't somebody from IUIC. He would have got, you know what happened to the last transformer that, you know, was dealing with an IUIC member. I don't know if y'all know, but IUIC members like to get massages from gay men and then unalive them, later on, after the fact. Like, Negro, you ain't noticed that them big ass hands was man hands? Nigga, you knew what you was doing. You understand? But hey, listen. Shame it. Shame the action. You understand? But them women on that stage, they didn't shame it at all.
Right.
They laughed about it. They sat back and watched it. When a real woman would have been like, brother, don't you do that. Why? And they would have went straight to the dude, like, hey, why you up here trying to why you trying to do this to this man? Why you trying to do that? But you don't want nobody to judge you. Everybody is so against you in the rainbow community. But here you go trying to weaponize it because you upset or whatever. What the nigga was mad because he didn't get picked or something like that? That's why he did it? Huh? That's why the Transformer did that? Because he didn't get picked or something?
Like I said, it's like if I could, like I said, he was comfortable to where though he was like, he wanted the brother to kiss him so that way all the other girls can pop their balloon. So when she kissed him, and she was like, I don't care. Well, it's like, he was like, I don't care. That's what I wanted. I wanted him. I heard him outside talking. I liked his voice. I liked the things that he was saying. And soon as they kissed him, the sisters, if I could, the sisters was like, yeah, that's what you get. Like, but
and again, if a real sister would have shamed that,
right?
Like you said earlier, we gotta shame these evil ass actions of our people. Like, let's say we was there and we was just doing security. You know what I mean? We were like, hey, brother, don't do that. Oh, what was it? Hey, man, what y'all? Hey, Nathan, we would have had lost our job that day. But guess what? We would have, hey, you going at the OS money. Hey, you better give us the rest of our money. We here. We don't give a damn. But we would have not allowed that brother to kiss that man. And we would have told that brother, you need to wise the hell up. You know that's a man, right? Oh, damn, for real? Yeah, what the hell you ready to do? Why? Because we shame the evil. We also shame men that and women that want to touch children and abuse children. We talk down also on men that want to abuse women and women that want to abuse men. We talk down on everything. We don't care about your damn feelings.
Right.
Somebody needs to tell you that you're wrong and you're not right. Someone needs to tell you to shut your mouth because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Somebody has to help you with that. A lot of us out here today, we had these big egos, and I don't even understand what for. Nigga, you don't even know who you are by blood. But here you go popping off at the damn mouth. You be killing me, Nathan. I'm like, what? Your child know that? Do your kids know what they nationality is? Wait, do you have a house that is strong according to the Lord? Who the hell? Come on, man. Nathan, people better leave me the hell alone. I know how to get to you. Or you want to try to get to me? I'm gonna help you out real quick. You understand? I'm gonna beat that ego down just enough so you can understand and shut the hell up.
Right.
We gotta pick up this Bible and read, man. Read. So we already got that one in Genesis. Let's get that Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. Let's get that. You can read it when you have it.
God, this is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
By the what?
Renewing of your mind.
You gotta renew the way how you think. All that old way of thinking, how we think today, you gotta put it in the trash.
Right.
Again, I guarantee you, you do that, you will see change. You will see growth within yourself. You will see your family grow stronger because you, one of the major pieces in that, in the child's and in your family's life, have changed. It has evolved. You got to put to rest the old man, the old woman. You got to put it to rest, man. The hell with, nobody care about you popping back in the day. Nobody care about all the holes that you done hit. Nobody care about none of that. You know, the Most High don't care about none of that. What the Most High care about is your obedience.
Right.
You fighting for the kingdom of heaven. You gotta fight. This don't come by observation. It comes by the will. It comes by your will. It comes by deed. That's how the kingdom of heaven comes together. This is the kingdom of heaven right here. In these classes, wherever the I.S.U.P.K is at, that is the kingdom of heaven, man. But as a nation, we have work to do.
Right.
We had to change the way how we think. Keep reading.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Verse 3.
Give me 1 Corinthians 5 and 9.
Oh God. This is the book of the 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote unto you in the apostle not to company with fornicators.
Man, don't involve yourself with fornicators, man. Don't involve yourselves with wicked people. This is not what you want to do. You see people around me, they not doing, these one West brothers and sisters, man, they are official. Now, do that mean that you can't, you know, you can't be around a sinner? That's not what it's saying. It's talking about joining yourself, like how you join yourself to the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You can't do that. Why? Because now you become a fornicator. That's what you're saying. You understand? Now you the fornicator. Now you the drug dealer. Now you believe into these false idols. Because you didn't join yourself unto these people. Keep reading verse 2.
That was it. You want verse 3?
Verse 10.
I mean verse 10 is like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous.
With the fornicators of this world and the ones that covetous, meaning, you know, is with the leaders, man. People that are vipers. We can't join ourselves to these political people. We can't join ourselves to these Christian churches. Look at T.D. Jakes. Talking about have you ever been swallowed up? Talking about daddy, I see the wood. That is some of the most LGBTQ activity I've ever heard from a church. You talk about have you ever? I would have been. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? I had people, a woman that I got number love for her. She tried to justify it. I said, I ain't the smartest man in the world, Mr. Nut. But that seems very gay to me. Okay, I am a man. I've been raised by men. You know what I mean? By lions and tigers and bears. You know what I mean? Wolves. I'm in the Lord's military now. Of course, I'm not giving my pedigree out like that. You know what I mean, at the workplace. But damn, I'm like, I'm playing stupid. I'm like, yeah, you know, what you think about this? And she said, I'm gonna go see it. And she said, oh no, that's not what he meant. I said, but you don't think that was like a little gay? She didn't see it. You know what I mean? She ain't see it that way. And I was like, you know what? This is why the Christian church is where it's at today. That's why gay men can lead in a choir. Now, gay men is literally on a pulpit, bringing the first husband up. Yeah, the Christian church allows men to marry, and the minister or pastor, whatever the hell he calls himself, the bishop. Yeah, the first woman. No, it's the first man. You know what I mean? That's what's going on in these churches now. Why? Because what T.D. Jakes did is seen as not wrong. That's not seen as wrong, Nathan. And we're supposed to believe his political advice. We're supposed to follow whatever the hell these these pastors, these imams with these politicians, tell us, oh, well, we should go vote this and we should do this. Where's all that energy at when Kamala Harris was running? Everybody was organizing. Why are people not organizing now? Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's all bullshit. That's why Paul is saying, he's saying, man, don't join yourself to them. Read verse 10 again.
Come. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world,
Mm-hmm.
or with the covetous,
Mm-hmm.
or extortioners,
Mm-hmm.
or with idolaters. For then must ye needs go out of the world.
You gotta stay out of the world, man. These people right here that we look at today, our political leaders, our religious leaders, they ain't no different from the men that Christ had to go against in his time. They was given certain power over the nation of Israel because of their influence and their allegiance to the government. They was given that power. That's why you will never see them go against these politicians. You'll never see it. And the ones that do try to have a backbone, they'll never go as far as saying what they say on the pulpit to their little congregation. But the I.S.U.P.K, oh no, we gonna tell it how it is. We don't care what happens. Why? Because we can read this book and know what it takes. We can't love our life no more. You can't love your life no more. You come inside this school, you can't love your life no more. To the point where you will save it in that time that when things get real. You can't do that. That's why a lot of people don't want to, they look at the I.S.U.P.K and they might go to a softer group. Because in here, you're going to pay your debt to the Lord. You're going to give the Lord your obedience. You want to be a brother in the school? Okay, no sweat. Wear that all black and understand when you get that oil poured on your head, it ain't no turning back.
Right.
You no longer in the world no more. You in the truth. And in here, we are willing to die about this truth. Why? Because the men that come before us, our forefathers, our foremothers died so that we can have this Bible right here. You think that this Bible is just here just because, it was just passed down through clean hands? Hell no. We had to get our hands dirty to protect our records. We had to unalive and was unalive to keep the name of Israel alive, man. Went through slavery, went through hardship, to the point where we was eating our own babies, man. This Bible ain't nothing to play with. That's why keeping the commandments of God is so serious. It's so serious. It's not nothing that you should take lightly. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Oh, God.
You can read it when you have it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above what?
All nations.
Above all nations, man. The Most High said, man, you keep my commandments, I'm going to set you above high, above all nations. All nations. Meaning what? This world wouldn't have to go through the struggles that it's going through right now. Children wouldn't have to be abducted. Children wouldn't be sex trafficked. Children wouldn't be molested, sexually abused, beaten on, having to go hungry. We wouldn't have to worry about that. Families would thrive together because the name of the Lord would be everywhere on the face of the earth, no matter where it's at.
Right.
Wherever the children of God is at, the 12 tribes of Israel, that's where the name of the Lord would be at. And that would have been worldwide. And this world would be pleased. They'll be happy to have the rulership of the Israelites over them. Why? Because they wouldn't have to worry about being starving. They wouldn't have to worry about having to worry about death. They wouldn't have to worry about that. It would be peace. But, you know, when the wicked ruleth, the world is mourning right now. We look around you. So it says right here that we keep the commandments of God, the Most High will bless us. Let me ask you a question. Why would the Most High, why would a pastor teach against this? Why would he teach against it? Let me tell you why. Because he knows if he tells you to stop being a whore, to stop getting high, stop selling drugs, stop beating on women, take care of your kids. If he tell you that you can't have sex with women and throw them away, he knows that you would never want to step into this church. So what does he do? He lessens your burden. And who did he learn that doctrine from? The devil. Right. The white man that the Bible speaks of. That's who he learned that from. The doctrine that is taught in churches is literally the doctrine of the white man. That's all it is. That's why the Jesus and God and the angels and the prophets was seen all as what? White. They all seen as white people. But when I read the Bible, I go through the book of Exodus, I go through the book of Daniel, I go through the book of Revelations. I'm realizing and seeing that the people of the Bible were black. I'm going to the book of Acts and seeing that they was called black. But I'm supposed to believe into these pastors' words. I'm supposed to believe in this doctrine that they're being taught. I got a cousin, man, love him to death. Went to Howard University, right? Took up theology. We had little debates there and there. He could never cut me. Because I'm like, well, you talking about everybody can be saved. You understand? Talking about the Gentiles. I said, well, who's these Gentiles? Why? How come it's talking about the circumcision? What happened? He couldn't even tell me what happened to an Israelite if they never kept the Passover. Nathan? I said, well, what happened if an Israelite never kept the Passover? What happened? Well, I don't know about that one. So how the hell can you ever tell me about how can you try to say that you're a teacher, right? How can you sit up there and try to tell me I'm wrong? How you reading the New Testament but don't know about the Old Testament? Brother, he stopped talking to me after that. Because it was like, what can you say? What can you do? You know what I mean? Shoot, y'all want to talk about judgment? I went to the damn baby shower. I come in there, I'm from the hood. I got my, I got I got my fitted hat on, my jewelry and all that, looking clean, got my butters on. They looking at me like I'm a gangster. Like I'm about to, you know what I mean? I sell drugs or something. I get high and all that. That's how they was looking at me, Nathan. The people that he does his ministries with. Nathan, let me tell you something. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at them. I'm talking to my older sister because they looking at us like we outsiders, like, who the hell is y'all? And like my cousin, he embracing us. He like, what's up, y'all? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, look, I'm about to go get some lick. He like, oh yeah, save me some. You know what I mean? And it kind of felt like he was like, yeah, this feel like old times. You feel me? Because here around these Christian folks, you get what I'm saying? And I even asked them, prior to the baby shower, I asked them, I said, yo, you come from old school Christianity where they didn't play none of that gay stuff. I said, well, how what's going on now? Like, what's your view on it? He was like, I'm against it, but I can't talk about it. I can't talk against it, you know what I mean, because of the school and all that. So I said, damn, man, word is over God's word in theology? That's what you telling me. Because Commander YAHANNA ain't never tell me don't talk down and shame evil. Never. Never. Nathan, did Commander YAHANNA ever give you that order? Late. Did he ever say, hey, Salaki and Nathan, I need you, when you go out there and teach, I need you not to talk about the evil that people was doing in this world. He ever told you that? Come on, man. But in theology, the white man's doctrine, they teach you that. In the white man's doctrine, I was seen as this thug in my cousin baby shower. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there, I'm talking to my older sister. I'm like, yo, little do they know, I'm the only one in this house that's ordained that have took an oath that can actually teach that Bible. I said, there's nothing that this Chinese man or white man, none of these other brothers and sisters can ever teach me about the Bible. But they looking at me like I'm wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it is what it is. I was just laughing about it. You get me? You know what I mean? I was just sitting there, I was like, okay. Y'all looking at me like I'm a thug and all that. I ain't nothing. Whole time, I don't got to go to Africa to go save people. I'm going to go around 52nd and Market. I'm going to go up Kennington and Allegheny. I'm going to go up Broad and Erie. I'm going to go downtown and go teach and go help. I'm going to go to Trenton, New Jersey. I'm going to go to New York. We're going to Boston because our people was destroyed there. What the hell am I about to go to Africa for? To go teach the word of God. What do we profited from that? Our people is not Africans. Our people was right here in the States, right here in South America, the West Indies. You understand? We here, and we need to do the work here. We need to do what the Most High said to do here, and doing it right now and fast. So in the Christian church, they teach you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Hey, you don't have to listen to God. You don't got to keep the commandments. We all fall short. Okay, Nathan, I guess I should tell you, Nathan, don't try to be a 500. Don't fight to be a captain here, Nathan. Don't fight to try to be a captain here, Nathan, because none of us is strong enough to be perfect. You know what I mean? You know what, Nathan? Don't thrive to be a perfect father. Don't try to be a good father, because we all fall short. You know what I mean? Don't be a good husband neither. Good night. If you ever feel like that urge of wanting to go upside your wife's head, just do it. Because we all fall short, right? Come on, man. That sounds like teaching someone to be weak and not fight. Hold where you at. Give me the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 48. 5 and verse 48. When you have it, you can read it.
Oh God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect.
What?
Be ye therefore perfect.
You gotta be perfect. Go ahead.
Even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
So what the hell are we talking about? You telling me I shouldn't keep the commandments of God? Give me Romans 6:1.
I don't want to entertain somebody comment.
Yeah, go ahead. What they say?
Mark Rigglesford. It says, hey, Louis, frank your hand. It says Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, 27th to 32nd. It says, can you tell the audience where is the world today are blacks or any of the people you claim are Israelites? Where are they becoming? I guess you try to say why are they becoming few in numbers among the heathens in these latter days? It's okay. I know you can't answer that because the true Israelites scattered among the heathens are Anglo, Europeans, Christians, who are less than 6% of the entire population.
Okay. All right, you can start reading it. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Stop sniffing cocaine and getting high. Just stop getting high. What the hell are you talking about? You trying to tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about when I can read the Bible and find out in many verses, go into history, go into archives, and see that the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the true biblical Jews. It's all through history. It's all in the archives, all in the archaeological history. But here you go. You want to talk about, oh, well, why are there few in number and it's the true white people? No, it's not. That's why you're going to fall. It's stuff like that. Hold your peace real quick. There was another comment.
I was just going
Oh, that's cool. It's cool.
comment.
And let me tell you something right here. These curses that are in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 applies to us all through it. This don't apply to how are we being saved? The Jewish man was saved by America. But when I read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68, it says that, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So Jewish people now being shipped off in ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So we ain't supposed to see the homeland as a nation again. Y'all literally, white people is literally the imposter right now is in Israel right now as we speak. They actually have enough power to go to war over that land. My question is, do that match up to the prophecies right here of the curses? Let's keep going. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning buy you freedom. Since when the Jewish man was sold into really sold into bondage in this way right here? I ain't saying that the fake Jews never went into slavery, because slavery was a part of war, right? But what I'm saying is these scriptures right here. Let's keep going forward. Okay, let's go to verse 48. Read verse 48.
Oh God. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect.
No, I said verse 48.
What? For what?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Oh, God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48, right?
Yep.
48. It says, therefore shall thy serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So we all know that Christ got to come back. Christ got to come back to do what? To redeem his people, to lock away the dragon, to put the death of these other nations. Meaning what? That the people of Israel in the end of times will be what? In captivity. So right here, it's telling you right here, therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies. So when we talk about white people, we serve our enemies. That's in history. I mean, you might not understand it because maybe you're hard of understanding. You know, maybe you might be missing a couple chromosomes or something. But I'm gonna help you. You know, I'm gonna help you out. All right. It says, "Thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in the nakedness and want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." That's our story. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let's keep going. Verse 49.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
As what?
Swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. What is the logo? What is the bird of our enemies? The eagle. See, you might not understand this, whatever his name is. What's his name?
His name is Mark Rixford.
Mark, let me help you out because you might be missing a couple chromosomes. I'm gonna help you out. This Bible is not meant to read like a white man.
Right.
These people in this Bible had seasoning and flavor and wisdom beyond your little brain that you have in your head. So you will see, well, it says swift as you fly. It's just talking about a bird. This is a two-way street right here. You got to understand it. This is why you here, and you must learn. So you can go back home and understand something, learn something for once in your life, in your sorry life. All right, let's keep going.
Come. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of
fierce.
No, page on the board.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm at 50.
Yeah.
Come. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor of the young.
That's our story right there.
Right.
When we was in slavery, when they came after us, they didn't regard the old nor the young. You understand? And here's the thing. God is going to avenge us, and he's doing it as we speak.
Right.
Mark, you are so blind to the truth, from the truth, that is ridiculous. Donald Trump said that these are the last days, and he knows that the wars are supposed to happen in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Valley of Jehoshaphat is over in the Middle East. That's what it said that's supposed to happen. The powers to be was prophesied who would be there and what side they would be on. The I.S.U.P.K been bringing that out since 1969.
That's right.
Mark, I don't know how old you is. I don't know. You should just sit back and relax. Watch what you say out your mouth. Because you clearly don't know what the hell you're talking about. You understand? Right here is telling you how it would be for us in the last days because of our Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans' disobedience. Well, I want to know something too, right, Nathan? Are we serving the gods that we're supposed to be serving? Give me verse 64.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
We serving these other gods. We serving the stone. We serving Islam. We serving Christianity. That's what we on. God's chosen people is lost. God's chosen people voted for Donald Trump, even when Donald Trump is deporting their very same tribe of people. They think that God and Jesus is a white man. That is psychotic. But that's how destroyed, that's the yoke of iron that's on our neck. White people don't got no damn yoke of iron on their neck. What the hell is you talking about? White people rule this world. What yoke of iron do you have? You got to worry about a cop blowing your damn head off because you just riding down the neighborhood? Huh? Is a white man getting pulled over asked, or a white woman being asked, what you doing in this neighborhood? Where you coming from? Keep your head on the steering wheel. Do y'all got to worry about that, Mark? Answer that. Is he still there? Answer that, Mark. That's why I tell our people, blacks, if you black, Hispanic, Native American, look around. Look around you. We got to worry about police pulling us over and unaliving us. Right. To the point where we got to have protocols to make sure that they can see our hands, and we got to not, we can't do nothing but say yes, no, is right here, is it all right? Hey, listen. I ain't even trying to get into it with you. Here go my everything right here. Boom. We got to make sure that everything seems fit, because if we don't, we know that we can lose our life. Even if we don't even do nothing, we can call the cops. A brother just was unalive this week. He called the cops for help. And when the cops came there, they shot him. Mark, do white people got to worry about that? So how the hell you gonna say that y'all have some claim to being God's chosen people, Mark? It don't even add up to what's being said here. Give me verse 59. Give me verse 59. Everything that this white man in the comments is talking about don't equate to anything real that the Bible is saying. Talking about, the Anglo-Saxon white people and, the European people are God's chosen people. They're God's chosen people. When I'm reading the Bible, I'm reading this right now, and it's telling me the curses that would be on the children of Israel in the last days. And if we ain't had these curses on us, then why would Christ had to come back? Why would Christ had to crack the sky with millions of angels to take down these other nations of people? Why would he have to do that? Unless God chosen people are going through the curses right now as we speak. Right. Go ahead, read.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness. Sore sickness, and of long continuance.
Listen, he's telling the Most High, saying, y'all don't want to deal with y'all want to sit up here and y'all want to go against me. Okay, I'm gonna bring all types of plagues. I'm gonna bring all types of illness on y'all. Look around. Herpes, HIV, AIDS. We can keep going. What else, Nathan? Monkeypox. Gonorrhea. Chlamydia. Super gonorrhea now. You know what I mean? You look down there, it look like you got 2-year mold on your genitals. You're like, what the hell is going on? You got super gonorrhea. I think what they burn, they piss out fire now. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta go pee outside or something next to a river because you're so polluted. Most High said he was going to allow that to happen because we being disobedient. Keep going.
Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and thou shalt cleave unto thee. Verse 61.
Look, it said, man, look, you going, them same diseases that I hit with Egypt, y'all gonna have the same thing. Y'all gonna go through the same illnesses and sicknesses. It's gonna be worse. Keep going.
Keep going, sir?
Yep.
Verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
Read it one more time.
Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
So what the hell are we talking about? You tell me, white people. Mark, you tell me. Since you're so smart, you know nothing. We don't know nothing. We just black. We just from the hood and the thing. We don't know nothing, right? You know, we don't know nothing. We don't know how to read now, nothing. We just pick up the Bible and just think that we know everything. You know, we just read it and just look at the words on the page and that's it. I guess. Let me tell you something, man. This is talking about the diseases that we was going to have. Cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. What's the other one that we have now? That's hereditary. Sickle cell, anemia, AIDS, HIV, herpes, syphilis, okay? Gonorrhea, chlamydia, all these diseases and viruses that was not spoken about in the Bible will be for us because of our disobedience. So when we say you should shame the evil, you should shame the evil. Look around you. People are scared to go to Houston and Atlanta because of the things that you can encounter being down there. You can encounter. Listen, I didn't see some women online that were so confident to speak about them having herpes or HIV or AIDS, living with it on a daily basis. And like, I have respect for them because like they helping other people get through it. But it's like, damn, like I'm looking at them and I'm like, I would never think, like if I seen her in the club or I seen her out and about, I probably want to talk to her. You get what I'm saying? I know that this brother right here that has it, I know women would definitely give him the drugs. And it's that simple. Y'all ever seen the post about the white DJ that had sex with all these women? I think it was like in Ohio or something like that. You ain't hear about that? He took all the pictures of all the women that he had sex with. It was nothing but black women. He was having this white DJ had AIDS or HIV and was just going around having sex with women, you understand? And he would take pictures with all of them. And later found out that he had a disease. And who did that fall on the most? Us. Why? Because of our ignorance and disobedience. To end the class with this, okay? We must understand what we up against. We up against something that is very powerful, something that sometimes you can see, sometimes you can taste, sometimes that you can touch. Some of them things you can't see it. You can't feel it. But it's there. We must free ourselves of all ignorance of this world. And it's hard times. It's hard times for us to change the way how we look at things, change the way how we operate, change the way how we believe. We have to strengthen our faith in the Most High. We must ask for forgiveness and forgive those that wronged us so that we can truly grow as a people. We have to look at one another and say, man, I don't know you from a can of paint, but I love you, brother. I love you, sister, because you are my stock. We are the same flock. When I see Hispanics, I make sure I say hello to them. When I see Native Americans, when I see blacks, I say hello to them, man. I greet them. I let them know that there's none but love coming from me. And that's how the I.S.U.P.K give it up. Why? Because we understand the bigger picture. So what they came here to America illegally? These white people that we given a pass to came here illegally and raped and slaughtered our people. They about to celebrate their victory over our people in a couple weeks, Nathan? In a couple weeks, I think. Next week, they're going to celebrate the slaughter of our people. Let's never forget our history. Let's tighten up on our history. Let's tighten up on this Bible right here so that we can give the information and knowledge and pass it down the same way our ancestors did it. Again, look around and see the change that needs to come about. And with that being said, thank y'all for your time. Shalom.